I want to play, and again, if you want to be in on the conversation on this and other things, raise your hand. I want to play for you a longer excerpt. It overlaps with what we played before. The full exchange, the president in the Oval Office today. It's pretty long, but I think it's incredibly interesting, and it's part of American history now. So let's play this, and we'll talk about it on the other side. This is number 3, please.
This morning, you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now calling?
I lost a lot of faith in certain people. Yeah, I lost. Because they got duped by the Democrats. The Democrats are good for nothing. They've done a terrible job. They almost destroyed our country. If I didn't get elected, all these numbers you're hearing about, they found $25 billion and another 25 is coming in and hundreds of billions of dollars is pouring into our country. And we just got the biggest tax cut in history. We just got the biggest regulation cuts in history. There'll be no tax on tips. There'll be no tax on Social Security. There'll be no tax on overtime. There'll be no tax on so many other things. You're allowed to deduct your interest from a car payment. That's never happened before. You borrow interest. You borrow money to buy a car if the car is made in America. And by the way, factories are being built all over America. Car factories, AI factories. But you get a deduction on your interest. Nobody ever thought of that before. It never happened before. And, you know, these are the things that they should be talking about. The Big Beautiful Bill is one of the greatest pieces of legislation ever in this country. And the Democrats have nothing to combat it. So they say, oh, it's death. Oh, that's good. And then they give it to the fake news, which is you and a few others. And the fake news talks about the bill is death. The bill is actually life. The bill is life, and it saves our country. This bill is incredible. Look at the results already. So we have $16 trillion being invested in our country. And this great gentleman and his family just came in with another billions of dollars. And if he didn't like the country, if he didn't like where we were going, he's very smart. He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe he wouldn't even come. You'd save your time. But, you know, it's one of those things. But if he didn't like where this country was, he wouldn't be investing billions of dollars in this country. But think of it, $16 trillion, more than has ever been even contemplated before. And we haven't even started yet. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the success. And the Democrats have nothing to show for what they do. They almost destroyed. They allowed 25 million people to come into our country, gang members, jailbirds, from all over the world, not South America, from all over the world.
That's good. Ethan, again, we've seen Donald Trump when he's trying to change direction, particularly for the base, play these cards, say it's a Democratic hoax, say he's disappointed and people don't agree with him. And I know your general posture, which is the view of many smart people I know, is this is not going to consume the presidency. But just as an analyst of humans, yes. Does he seem out of sorts to you, or this is the normal Trump flailing to find the right prescription?
No, I think some people are so Machiavellian you can't really analyze them. I think Trump is unusual in that he's ever so human, that he's sometimes pure id, that people overanalyze. I look at him, I see somebody who's resentful because he feels like he's getting a lot done, and all of a sudden this is the news cycle. I think that's his perspective on it. If I'm just reading him, I would read him as somebody who has expended a tremendous amount of political capital on the deportations. That's something that a lot of people don't think Americans have the stomach for. Even if they're going to say in a poll that they want the illegal immigration to stop, they might not have the stomach for seeing people actually rousted and pulled into cars and everything else to actually kick people out of the country. Trump is doing that. Theoretically, that is the signature issue of the MAGA movement, the thing they've demanded. So that, in addition to these other policies that he has moved across the finish line, I think that he's resentful of his base for focusing on Epstein when he is, in his mind, presented them exactly what they wanted. That's my read, if I just have to take a guess.
Okay.
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip, and you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.